The Kraft Foods Company presents Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve. The Great Gildersleeve is brought to you by the Kraft Foods Company. Kraft, makers of Miracle Whip, the salad dressing that's so delicious it's America's favorite and outsells the next 20 leading brands of salad dressing combined. Miracle Whip has a wonderful peppy flavor, a flavor that's neither too sharp nor too mild. It's a flavor most folks call just exactly right. Make your salads taste better than ever before with America's favorite salad dressing, the one and only Miracle Whip. The Great Gildersleeve is fond of saying, if you were going to paint a picture of the most contented home in Summerfield, you couldn't do better than pick his house. It's a busy house, and since the twins came, it's a full house. But it seems to be a happy house.
Unc! Oh, Unc!
You upstairs, Leroy?
I've been looking all over for you. Wanted to see you before I go to school.
Ew, what's the matter? Need a little change, do you, my boy?
Heck no. I just want to say goodbye to you.
Well, goodbye, Leroy.
Goodbye, Unc.
Be a good boy.
Sure. Aren't I always?
Yeah, you'll do.
So long, Unc.
What a fine young man. Loves his old uncle. Oop. Loves to slam doors, too. Yeah, well, growing boy. If the hinges come off, we'll nail them back on. Marjorie! Bronco!
We're bathing the twins, Unky.
Bathing the twins? Say, I have to see this. Are they decent?
Come in, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Well, look at little Miss America in the tub.
That's Mr. America. I've got Miss America here wrapped in the towel.
Oh, they sure love the water.
Well, you're still looking for names. How about naming the boy Johnny, after Johnny Weissmuller?
Yeah, and we can call the girl Esther, after Esther Williams.
That wouldn't be bad. Here, let me dry off this fellow, Bronco.
Yeah, if you can lift him out, Mr. Gildersleeve. He's getting pretty big.
Yeah, don't worry, I can lift him. Oops, suds in my eye. Out you come, muscle man.
Oh, Unky, you're getting your fancy tie all wet.
Yeah, well, the palm trees need the water. Come on, baby. Let me dry your little toes.
Oh, he's crazy about Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yep. Yeah, this little piggy went to market. And this little piggy stayed home. And this little piggy had roast beef. And this little piggy had none. And this little piggy cried, wee, 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 all the way home. Yeah. Look at him laugh.
Unky, are you drying the baby or amusing yourself?
Well, I'll let the proud father take over. I'd better get downtown.
Yeah, I've got him, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Uncle Mort, you didn't get to shave this morning. We'll be out in a minute.
Oh, that's all right, my dear. My fault. I was a little late getting up. I'll get a shave at Floyd's on the way to the office. Ta-ta, kiddies.
Goodbye, Unky.
Goodbye, Mr. Gildersleeve.
See you at dinner. Bye, babies.
If you want to go, Bronco, I'll finish with the twins.
No, I'll take care of this fella. Pass the talcum, please, Marge. Hold still. You know, Marge, we're pretty lucky to be able to live here with your uncle. It's congenial, and we're saving money.
I'm happy.
A safety pin, Marge.
Bronco, you've learned how to fold them.
Yeah.
So you had a bathroom full of babies this morning, huh, Commish?
Yeah, cute little rascals.
Well, it'd suit me if they sent you downtown for a shave every morning.
Well, I sure hated to leave them. We have some great times at home, Floyd.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty lucky to have Marjorie, Bronco, and the twins. I don't know what I'd do without them. Why, George, it's great for a man to have his family around him.
Well, it's nice of them to stick with you.
Hey, What's this, Floyd?
Of course, you've been good to them, and I guess they want to be good to you.
What do you mean, Floyd?
Well, you know how it is with a young married couple bringing on a family. Like anybody else, they'd rather have a place of their own.
You make this sound like they're staying for my benefit.
Ha ha, face it, Commish. It's a cinch they ain't staying just for laughs.
Floyd, they stay with me because they want to.
Yeah, that's what me and Lovey told her old man.
Oh?
Well, Lovey figured we owed it to the old boy, so we stayed to keep him from being lonely.
Oh, my goodness.
Lovey and me kidded him along. We brought him his slippers, filled his pipe, then a couple of years ago, we moved out.
Yeah, I suppose when you left Floyd, he was broken-hearted and lonely.
No, we bought him a television set.
Yo. Floyd, get on with the shave.
Sure. Didn't upset you, did I?
Oh, no.
Well, don't let it worry you. Those kids will never move out on you. They got too much respect for their elders.
Floyd, get on with the shave.
Okay, but don't yell at me. When you come in here, I thought you said you was happy.
That darn Floyd and his ideas. Haven't been able to think about anything else all day. Yeah, I shouldn't listen to that barber. Just because he works so close to the head, he thinks he's a philosopher. Marjorie and Bronco are staying with me because they like it here. Everybody knows that.
Got to think.
Bertie! It must be in the kitchen. Bertie?
Hello, Miss Gildersleeve. That man's got a heart like a rock cast in the sea.
Bertie, please.
Be right with you. Or else he wouldn't be gone so far from me. Now then, Miss Gildersleeve.
Bertie, what are you doing?
I got a cake in the oven, and I'm timing it with 2 verses and 3 choruses of the St. Louis Blues.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, if you want to see a cake that's done, here's a cake that's done.
It's lovely, Bertie. How are things around here today with everybody?
Oh, fine with me.
Good. How did it go with Marjorie and Bronco? Do they appear happy when I'm not around?
They're happier.
They are?
You know how it is with them when they're alone. They laugh and kid with each other and bill and coo.
You think they'd rather be alone, Bertie?
Well, they seem to enjoy it. You know what they say about 2 being a company and 3 is a crowd.
Yes, but...
And Bertie don't crowd them. Bertie knows young folks needs elbow room, so she don't crowd them.
Yeah, I see.
Bertie gives them elbow room. She don't crowd them.
Yeah, all right, Bertie.
Yes, sir. Mr. Gildersleeve, when you came in, did you want something?
Never mind, Bertie. I got it. I don't know. Marjorie and Bronco seemed happy enough during dinner. They included me in all their conversations. They said, pass the potatoes, pass the meat. Yeah, I wonder if they were just being nice to me. Well, I may as well bring this to a head. I'll have a talk with them while they're both in the living room. Pardon me?
Unky, do you have a cold?
No, my dear. I just wondered if I'd be intruding if I came into the living room.
Well, don't be silly. Come on in.
Well, I want you two to have plenty of elbow room.
What?
Oh, take this chair, Mr. Gildersleeve.
No, you look comfortable, Bronco. You are comfortable here, aren't you, Bronco?
Yeah, sure.
Well, just wondered.
Would you like to see the paper, Uncle Mort?
No, not especially, my dear.
I'll be through with the real estate section in a minute.
You looking at real estate, are you?
Just glancing through it. Gosh, houses are expensive nowadays.
Yeah, I wonder if Bronco's trying to break it to me gently.
Well, don't you want to read the comics?
No, thanks.
Unky, what's the matter?
Nothing. I just feel like sitting.
Unky, let me get your slippers.
Slippers?
That's what you need, Mr. Gildersleeve. Your slippers and a pipe.
Pipe? No, please, no slippers and no pipe. That's just the way Floyd and Lovey treated her father before they moved.
Mr. Gildersleeve, they tell me a pipe's a lot of company.
Oop.
Uncle Mort doesn't need company. He has us.
Well, it's a pleasure to have had you. Yeah, have you?
Are you staying home again this evening, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yeah, I thought I might stay here by the fireside. Why?
I thought I might take Marge to a movie. How about it, Marge?
Oh, why don't we stay home with Unky?
Now, Margie, you don't have to stay home with me. You and Bronco have your own lives to live. Yeah, I realize staying home with me isn't so entertaining.
Mr. Gildersleeve, you know what you ought to have?
You want that, Bronco?
A television set.
Bronco, why don't we save our money and buy him one?
Now, see here. I won't be that lonely.
What's that?
Yeah, I have plenty of friends. I don't need a bunch of wrestlers in the parlor to keep me company.
Mr. Gildersleeve, what are you talking about?
Unky, do you feel all right?
Yeah, sure. I feel so good I'm going to bed.
The Great Gildersleeve returns in a moment. Chances are you're planning to have some friends in to lunch soon. And if you're looking for a main dish that'll please them, just try this. Serve plump red tomatoes that you've hollowed out and stuffed with your best shrimp salad. Extra delicious shrimp salad, the kind you're sure to have when you make it with Miracle Whip salad dressing. Miracle Whip has such a wonderful flavor, so lively and teasing that it adds extra taste appeal to any salad. Miracle Whip has a flavor that's neither too sharp nor too mild. It's just exactly right. And it's a truly distinctive flavor, too, for Miracle Whip is actually a different kind of salad dressing made from a very special secret craft recipe. This recipe combines the finest qualities of old-fashioned boil dressing and choice mayonnaise to give you the best of both. And beside that perfect flavor, Miracle Whip has a texture that's outstanding. That's because Miracle Whip is blended a special craft way till that fine dressing is smooth as satin. So it's no wonder Miracle Whip is America's favorite salad dressing, is it? No wonder at all that Miracle Whip outsells the next 20 leading brands of salad dressing combined. So whether you're fixing a fancy salad for guests or a plainer salad just for the family, make it taste extra good with the salad dressing millions prefer, smooth, delicious Miracle Whip. Let's get back to the Great Gildersleeve. Last night, he persuaded himself that Marjorie and Bronco only lived with him to keep him from being lonely. Crushed, he went up to bed. Now it's morning, and with a martyr's determination, our water commissioner is out to prove he doesn't have to be pampered, and that he can surround himself with plenty of friends.
More coffee, Mr. Gildersleeve?
No, thanks, Bertie. I have to be getting downtown. I have a lot of people to see today.
You seem to feel much better this morning, Unky.
Me? Oh, I feel fine, Marjorie. Never better.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Gildersleeve. Last night you seemed a little upset about something.
Last night? Yeah, I felt fine last night, too, Bronco. Never better.
Then what did you go to bed so early for?
Well, I went to bed early because I'm going to be up late tonight. I'm giving a party.
A party, Mr. Gildersleeve?
You?
What's so unusual about me giving a party?
You just never do it, that's all.
Well, Leroy, I've been neglecting my friends, and I have a lot of them. I'm going to have them all over tonight. We'll want some refreshments, Bertie.
Yes, sir.
We'd like plenty of sandwiches, pickles, cheese, olives, coffee, cocoa, and Kalak water. The judge will be here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I realize it's short notice, but I have so many social engagements coming up, I guess I forgot to mention it.
Yes, sir.
Is there any way Bronco and I can help?
No, thank you very much. About the best way for you and Bronco to help, my dear, is to get off by yourselves. Perhaps you'd like to go to that movie you were talking about last night.
Well, we don't want to run off.
That's what I want you to do. I'll be busy with my own friends. You don't want to stay around here. The house will be pretty full.
Well, Marge, I guess we can take a hint. Let's go to the movies.
Yeah, fine idea. Then we won't be getting in each other's way. It's hard for me to be two-faced.
What made you decide to give a party tonight?
Well, Leroy, I owe it to all my friends. Yeah, I've been neglecting them. They've all been saying they haven't seen enough of me lately.
Like who?
Well, all the people who are coming over tonight. I want all my friends with me tonight.
Unc, this isn't like you. What's going on?
Your party, Leroy.
But why?
Well, no use telling Leroy all my troubles.
It isn't anybody's birthday.
Yeah, I know. But I just want to be gay. I have to get back in the social world. Party, party, party.
Yeah?
Yeah, I want gaiety, life, laughter. Laugh, clown, laugh.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Leroy, please stop asking so many questions.
Okay.
You can run along now, my boy. I want you to stop in Peavy's and invite him to the party.
You mean you haven't invited anybody yet?
Well, no. It's sort of a surprise party.
What a character.
Maybe short notice, but everybody will come. I can count on my friends. Hello, Peavy.
Hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. What can I do for you this morning?
Peavy, I'm giving a big party at my house tonight.
You don't say. Came in to buy the ice cream, did you?
No, the refreshments are taken care of, Peavy. But I want you to come. A lot of my friends will be there. Your friends, too.
If they don't eat ice cream, they're not friends of mine.
Yeah, I'm counting on all the jolly boys. Have you seen Judge Hooker?
Not since he stepped into the telephone booth.
Oh, is that the judge in there? Couldn't tell. The glass is all steamed over.
He's been in there quite a while.
What's he doing? Trying a case?
He's trying to get a date with Miss Matterhorn.
Oh?
The judge is squiring her now, I believe.
Yeah, I know, Peavy. Yeah, I better get to the judge first. Judge. Yo, Horace. Maybe he's suffocated. I better open the door.
Gildy, close the door.
Yeah, sorry, Judge, but I have to talk to you.
Gildy, I have Miss Matterhorn on the wire.
Yeah, I know, but...
Hello, Elsie. Sorry, I was being interrupted. Shall we say 7:30 tonight?
Yo.
Splendid. We might go to the roller rink and watch them skate. In fact, I might get on skates myself.
Please, Judge, don't make any plans.
Now, Elsie, I will if you will. There was a time I could waltz on skates.
You know, goat on skates.
Oh, yes, I can, Elsie. Tighty, 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 tighty.
Judge! Judge, I'm giving a party.
Oh, balderdash. Close the door.
But, Judge...
No, not you, Elsie. I'm getting confused. Perhaps I better ring off. Yeah, goodbye, Elsie. Well, Gildy.
Yeah, I'm sorry to tug at your coattails like that, Judge, but I wanted you to come to my party tonight.
Gildy, as you insisted on hearing, I have an engagement.
But, Judge, I've counted on you, old friend.
At any other time, I'd be most happy to. But tonight, I fear it's impossible. Goodbye, gentlemen. Tighty, tighty, tighty.
My.
Yeah, fine friend he turned out to be. Well, he'll miss a good time, won't he, Petey?
Well, I don't know, Mr. Gildersleeve.
What?
I can't come to your house tonight.
Peavy, you have to come.
Well, that's your idea versus Mrs. Peavy's.
Oh, my goodness, why can't you come?
I'd like to, but Mrs. Peavy wants me to stay home and read to her. We're just starting around the world in 80 days.
Yo. Peavy, the trouble with you don't put your foot down. You don't have a mind of your own.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, never mind. The house will be full anyway. I have plenty of friends. Well, it's almost 8 o'clock. I haven't found one person who can come over tonight. Yeah, I guess it's just a coincidence that everybody's busy. I know everybody likes me. I think. Well, Marjorie and Bronco will never know. I'll get them off to the movie and then muss up the house a little bit so they think I've had a party. Gotta get my suit brushed off. Darn blue serge catches anything.
Hi, Unc.
Yo, hello, Leroy.
Hey, you look pretty sharp.
Yeah, thank you, my boy.
Have a new tie?
Yeah, bought it just for tonight.
Who's coming over, Unc?
Well, I've been inviting people all day.
Judge Hooker coming?
Yeah, well, no, not the judge, Leroy. He had a previous engagement.
Oh, well, Mr. Peavy will be there.
Yeah, I don't think so, my boy.
Yeah? I bet Mr. Munson will be here. He's a good guy. He never misses a party.
No, Floyd won't be here either. The Barbers are bowling tonight. Darn athlete.
Unc, who is coming? The chief?
Leroy, sit down, my boy. There's something I have to tell you.
Yeah?
Sit down here beside me on the bed.
Gosh, Unc, this sounds serious.
It is, my boy. We're going to lose Marjorie and Bronco and the little twins.
We are? Why?
Well, they want to move away to a place of their own.
I haven't heard them say anything like that.
Yeah, maybe they haven't said so, but I can tell. Your old uncle isn't stupid. They're just staying here to keep me from being lonely.
Gosh, things will never be the same again.
Well, that's life, my boy. We love them. We'll miss them. But they have their own lives to live. You understand that, don't you, my boy?
I guess so. Unc.
Yes, Leroy?
I'll never leave you.
That's very comforting, Leroy. Now then, I want you to help me. We can't let Marjorie and Bronco know there aren't a lot of people coming over tonight. And after they leave, you and I'll have a party. Bertie has dozens of sandwiches.
I'm not very hungry, Unc. Gosh, I was just getting used to the twins crying.
No, Leroy.
We're going, Unky.
Oh, Marjorie.
Yeah, we're off to the movies, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Fine, great.
What's the matter with Leroy?
I got something in my eye, can't you see?
Well, let me look at that eye, Leroy.
No, Marjorie, I'll look after Leroy. You and Bronco run along. My guests will be arriving any minute. The joint will be jumping. There'll be a lot of people here tonight, and every night, practically.
Mr. Gildersleeve, I've been talking to Marge today.
Oh?
I think this is the time to tell you that... Well, I think we should find a little place of our own.
Well, I've been wondering when you come to that conclusion. Probably a very good idea. After all, we can't live together forever. Can we, Leroy?
Heck no.
You understand, don't you, Unky?
Yeah, of course I understand. It's a thing you should do. In fact, I want you to go.
Me too.
Well, Mr. Gildersleeve, if that's the way you feel, I guess it's the way we feel. I guess it's all set then.
Yeah, all set. Of course, we'll try to see each other often. We'll all be happier this way.
I suppose you're right, Uncle Mort.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, I'm right. We'll all be happier. Leroy.
What's the matter, Leroy?
Tell him. Why don't you tell him?
Tell us what, Leroy?
Unc doesn't have anybody coming over tonight. Tell him, Unc.
Oh, my goodness. Leroy, you spilled the beans.
What's this all about?
Well,
He's just trying to prove he won't be lonely.
please, Leroy.
Oh, Unky.
Well, my dear, I'm trying to make it easy for you to leave.
And we're trying to make it easy for you to be with your friends.
What's this?
You have your own life to live, Mr. Gildersleeve. We thought we were cramping your style by staying here.
And I thought you thought I'd be lonely.
But we thought... Oh, Unky, we really didn't want to leave.
Well, I don't want you to
But
leave.
where would we go?
Oh, Uncle Mort, it's all been a misunderstanding. We love you.
Well, now we have a better understanding than ever.
Miss Gildersleeve, when all them people come?
They're all here, Bertie.
They are? Just the family?
Just the family.
Well, I got 4 dozen sandwiches out yonder. I can eat 2 dozen. Boy, am I hungry.
Let's all stay home. We didn't want to go out tonight anyway.
No, I kept hoping Unky would invite us to his party.
Well, you're invited.
Hey, the twins are awake. I guess they want to come to the party, too.
Yeah, bring them. We want the whole family.
I'll get them.
I'll get them.
Yeah, I said the joint would be jumping. By George, life is good.
Great Gildersleeve will be right back. For you who like to serve salads but don't have time to fuss with fancy recipes, here's an idea that's simple and simply delicious. On each individual salad plate, put a slice of canned pineapple. Surround the pineapple with watercress and 3 or 4 ripe olives, and top the pineapple with delicious Miracle Whip salad dressing. Miracle Whip makes even the simplest salad taste special, because Miracle Whip has such a wonderful flavor, so lively and teasing, yet not a bit too sharp. And it's a distinctive flavor, too. Try it, won't you? Enjoy the salad dressing millions prefer, the one and only Miracle Whip.
This is the life.
Oh, nothing like having all the family together, is there, Mr. Gildersleeve?
No, sir. Right, George. I'm glad that gang I invited couldn't come tonight.
Well, you wanted them over, didn't you, Unky?
Me? No. Yoper, who's that at the door? Butting into our evening.
Hello, Gildy. Surprise.
Judge Hooker.
Hi, Commish.
Floyd.
We come to the party. Peavy's outside with Mrs. Peavy, and Lovey's here.
You what?
Yes, and I brought Miss Matterhorn and some of her friends.
We figured it was lonely, Commish, so I invited 10 guys from the bowling alley. They're all coming with their wives.
Oh, my goodness. Run for the cellar, folks. See you next week, I hope.
The Great Gildersleeve is played by Willard Waterman. The show is written by Paul West, John Elliott, and Andy White, with music by Robert Armbruster. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Mary Lee Robb, Lillian Randolph, Arthur Q. Bryan, Dick Crenna, Lee Keel, Earl Ross, and Dick LeGrand. This is John Heaston saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of the famous line of Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday and every Wednesday for the further adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
Now, here are the winners of the third week of Parquet Margarine's great $83,500 Name the Twins contest. For entries postmarked before midnight, March 31st, glamorous new Ford Victorias go to
Mrs. Edwin Pearson, St. Charles, Illinois. Mrs. Minnie Smith, Wichita, Kansas. Mrs. J.E. Ruth, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Mrs. Jenny Lou Larimer, Nashville, Tennessee.
a bonus winner.
Winners of other prizes will be notified by mail.
Still time to enter the fifth and final week's contest. Your entries must be postmarked before midnight this Saturday. Entries must include your names for Marge and Bronco's twins, your own name and address, and your grocer's name and address, and the red end flap from a package of Parquet margarine. To try for a $500 cash bonus as well as a first prize, send 2 Parquet red end flaps. Mail your entries to Parquet Margarine, Box 6799, Chicago, 77, Illinois. Hurry! Your last opportunity to win one of those glamorous new Ford Victorias ends at midnight this Saturday.
Hear the Falcon every Sunday over this station. Check your newspaper for time of broadcast and listen next Sunday as the Falcon solves the case of the shopkeeper's gun.
Groucho Marx plays You Bet Your Life on NBC.
The Kraft Foods Company presents Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve. The Great Gildersleeve is brought to you by the Kraft Foods Company. Kraft, makers of the one and only Miracle Whip salad dressing. And one and only is right, friends, because there is no other salad dressing like Miracle Whip. No other salad dressing has that distinctive flavor, that lively, teasing flavor that's peppy, yet not a bit too sharp. It's a flavor millions prefer. Enjoy it on your salads. Tomorrow, get a jar of the one and only Miracle Whip. Now let's see what the great Gildersleeve is doing. Right now, he has just finished a sizable dinner and 2 pieces of Bertie's apple pie with cheese and is lowering himself carefully into his easy chair.
What a fine dinner. You're right, George. After eating Bertie's cooking, even the front page of the paper looks optimistic.
Uncle Mort.
Yo, I'm in the living room, Marjorie.
Unky, where are the family albums?
Your family albums? Yeah, they're probably up in the attic. Why?
Well, Bronco and I were just curious.
Yeah, we were looking for some pictures of Marjorie when she was a baby.
Who's looking for pictures of who?
We're looking for pictures of Marjorie.
What for?
Oh, run along, little brother. This is a private conversation.
This is a public living room.
Well, sit down, Leroy, and keep your nose out of other people's affairs.
Okay.
We were looking at the twins just now, Mr. Gildersleeve, and wondering who they resemble.
Oh, who do the twins look like?
Abbott and Costello?
Leroy Forrester, I'll fix you.
Leave me alone. Cut it out.
Leroy, you go outside. Scat. Scoot.
Okay, I'm going. Gee whiz.
That boy.
Oh, we shouldn't have chased him out. The little fella just wanted some attention.
Yeah, I'll give him some attention. Right where he needs it most. Now, about the pictures. You want to see who the babies look like?
Do you suppose you could find the albums, Unky?
Sure, I'll go right to them. I know that attic like the palm of my hand. Dark up here. Whoop, what was that? Yo, Aunt Hattie's dress form. What a figure. Yeah, let's see. Where are those boxes of books? Yeah, I remember I labeled all the boxes last time I cleaned out up here. Yeah, maybe this is it. Ooh, dusty. Yeah, see what this one says. Sardines. You wonder what's in here. Yoop, curtain rods. PV's stuffed owl. Why don't I take that silly thing back to him? Well, I'll do it sometime. You all right, George? Here they are. Books and all the albums.
Did you find them, Unky?
Certainly. Put my hand right on them.
Any luck, Mr. Gildersleeve?
You got them right here, Bronco. Yes, let me see. Yep, here are the snapshots of the family. This was a picnic at Grass Lake. And that's Marjorie and little Leroy. And that's me holding the lunch.
Who's the fellow beside you?
Yeah, I don't know. He just came over to borrow a can opener.
Wasn't Leroy cute?
Yeah. You just a little tyke then?
Do you mind if we take this one downstairs, Mr. Gildersleeve?
No, go ahead. I'm going to look over some of these others.
Well, thanks, Unky.
Watch the steps, Mark.
Yeah, haven't seen some of these pictures in years. Look at little Leroy at the table. In his high chair. He still had curls. And there he is again, with me at the table. That was the day he put my watch in his oatmeal.
What's in it, Gildersleeve?
Yeah, browsing through some old snapshots, Bertie.
I thought if you were looking for something, I could help you.
No, I found them. Yeah, look here, Bertie. Marjorie and Leroy sitting in front of the Christmas tree. Leroy was just 2.
Wasn't he an angel?
Yeah, what a fine little fellow. Little Christmas elf.
What's he got in his mouth?
He was eating the tinsel off the tree. Just doesn't seem possible that Leroy's 12 years old, does it, Bertie?
No, sir, sure don't.
Seems only yesterday he was that little curly-headed fellow. I was bouncing on my knee.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember his chubby little hands. I used to grab my watch chain. Yeah, I never thought then he'd grow up so fast.
Leroy ain't grown up yet.
I've made a big mistake, Bertie. I should have been out playing with Leroy, sharing his little games, being a part of his childhood instead of a grumpy uncle.
You're not grumpy.
Yes, I am. And by George, it isn't too late yet. I can change, Bertie. Leroy's only 12. He's still a little boy. We can still do things together. I can make it up to him.
Sure you can.
Sure. Childhood is when the boy needs the man, Bertie. And the man needs the boy. The happiest hours of life. And I've thrown them away. Well, there's still time. A couple of years, anyway. Leroy and I can have a lot of good times together before he starts growing up.
Yes?
Get the candy box out, Bertie. Cut a couple of pieces of cake. The kind Leroy likes. Hey, where is he, Bertie?
He's down the street playing. You going after him?
Certainly. He's 12 years old. Time is flying. I haven't a minute to waste. We'll get out his electric train. He loves to play with that. And I'll buy him some more track. I wonder where he is. Leroy! He will start right away tonight. There's a Wild West show in town. We'll go to that. Leroy!
Hello, Gildy.
Judge Hooker. Hello, Judge.
I thought that was you, Gildy. Out rounding up Leroy, are you?
No, I'm not rounding him up, Judge. I'm just looking for him. We have a lot of things to do. A lot of plans.
What kind of plans?
Well, plans.
Oh.
I'm not letting his boyhood slip by. These are the best years of a man's life, Judge. And Leroy's still a little boy. We can do a lot of things together. Have a lot of fun.
What a nice thought.
You bet.
Gildy, I think this is Leroy coming down the street now. He has a friend with him.
Who's that kid?
That's Marcel Tremaine.
Leroy? With a girl?
Mm-hmm. Her parents just moved into the neighborhood. Leroy's a pretty fast worker.
Don't be ridiculous, Judge. Leroy's just a little boy. Besides, I don't think that's a girl. Blue jeans, sweatshirt, saddle shoes. Can't tell which one's Leroy.
She's a darling little girl. Bit older than Leroy, I thought.
Yeah, probably just one of his little friends. Maybe it's the distance. But Leroy has an awfully dreamy look on his face.
Aren't they cute together? Look, she's smiling at him. I wonder what they're talking about.
Yeah, they're probably not saying anything. Talking about bubble gum or something. You know how people are.
Of course, Van Johnson is still my favorite actor. You know, Leroy, you look a little like Van Johnson.
I do?
When we went to Arizona, I saw Gregory Peck on the street, real close.
You did?
He has the most adorable curl that hangs down on his forehead. Here, I'll fix your hair just like him.
Okay.
No, I can't. Your hair's too short. But you get the idea.
Yeah, sure.
You don't like to talk much, do you, Leroy?
Me? Well...
Do you think I'm pretty?
Yeah.
Most boys do. What do you like best about me?
Well, gosh.
Tell me, Leroy.
Well, your face looks like a girl, but you dress like a boy. I think that's keen.
You're nice.
Thanks.
I like older boys.
You do?
They're so much more mature than younger boys.
Yeah, that's right.
We're going to the party at the junior high school tomorrow night.
We are?
Oh, here's Judge Hooker. Good evening, Judge.
Well, good evening, Marcel.
Well, you children came along just in time. I've been looking for you, Leroy.
Children. Good night, Leroy.
Good night, Marcel.
I'm going to the drugstore. I'll walk along with you, Marcel.
Thank you, Judge.
Well, I see you found another little friend, Leroy. That's nice.
What?
I said, nice little friend. I'm glad to see you finding new playmates.
What?
Leroy, wake up. What's the matter with you?
Who?
You. Are you sick or something?
Me?
Oh, my goodness. Leroy, I have some fine ideas. We're going to have a lot of fun. There's a Wild West show in town. We're going to go. Just you and me.
I don't want to go, Unc.
What?
That's just for little kids. You go.
Me? Leroy, I planned this for you. There'll be cowboys and Indians.
No, thanks. I'm too old for that sort of thing.
You was this?
I'm an older boy.
Leroy, you're not making sense. What's come over you?
Nothing. When a fellow's going with a girl like Marcel, things are just different.
Who's going with Marcel?
I am. We're going to the party at the junior high school tomorrow night.
Who said so?
She did.
Leroy, you can't go to a party at the junior high school. You're just a little boy. Where'd you meet this Marcel? Who introduced you?
The good humor man.
Leroy, come on home. We'll set up your electric train. We'll make tunnels and bridges. And we'll Leroy, aren't you listening?
I think I'll take a walk.
You're all right. I'll go with you. We'll both take a walk.
If you don't mind, Dunk, I'd rather be alone. See you later, Unc.
See you later. Yeah. See you later.
The Great Gildersleeve returns in a moment. Just because you're having guests for dinner doesn't mean you have to make the fanciest salad ever for them. I should say not. While you might make simple individual salads, beds of crispy lettuce topped with a slice of canned pineapple, topped with a canned peach half, and garnished with a cocktail cherry. But there is one thing you must be careful to do. That is serve the right salad dressing, one you're sure everyone will like. So why not serve the most popular salad dressing ever created, Miracle Whip? Miracle Whip has a flavor that millions of folks call just exactly right. It's really a different flavor, and no wonder. Miracle Whip is a different kind of salad dressing made from a secret Kraft recipe. This recipe combines the qualities of old-fashioned boiled dressing and fine mayonnaise to give you the very best of both. And Miracle Whip gives you the very best when it comes to texture, too. That's because Miracle Whip is blended a special Kraft way till it's smooth as fine satin. So it's easy to see why Miracle Whip is America's favorite salad dressing, isn't it? Easy to see why Miracle Whip outsells the next 20 leading brands of salad dressing combined. Whether you're making salads for company or for your family, make them taste extra good with the salad dressing millions prefer, smooth, delicious Miracle Whip. The great Gildersleeve had it all planned. He was going to relive his boyhood with his little nephew, Leroy. He envisioned many happy hours in the fine companionship of the man and the little boy. But apparently his decision came a little too late. Leroy, it seems, is not a little boy anymore. Now it's the following morning, and the great man is coming in to breakfast.
Good morning, Unky.
Good morning, my dear. Oh.
How are you this morning, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Oh, all right, I guess. Where's Leroy?
Well, he hasn't come down yet. What's the matter, Unky?
Nothing the matter with me. It's Leroy. He met a girl last night, Marcel, at the ice cream wagon. Now he thinks he's grown up.
Oh, that's cute.
Cute? 12 years old, and he's acting like Ronald Coleman.
You say the girl's name is Marcel? Is that little Marcel Tremaine?
Yeah, that's the one. Wears jeans, sweatshirt, looks like a cowboy.
But she's at least 14, Unky.
Yeah, practically an old woman. I don't know what you said to Leroy, but he's completely Google-eyed. Says he's taking her to a party at the junior high school tonight.
Leroy?
Yeah, look out, here he comes.
Good morning.
Well, sit down, my boy. Breakfast is on.
I'm not hungry. I have a lot of things to do, not much time.
What do you mean?
Have to get ready for tonight. I have a date.
But, Leroy, you have all day. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning.
I know, but I have a lot of things to do. Unc.
Yes, Leroy?
Is it legal to use shaving lotion if you don't shave?
Leroy.
Okay, I won't use it.
Yeah. Where are you going?
Upstairs. I gotta get ready.
Leroy, you don't need to get ready. You're not going to set foot out of this house. You come here.
Mr. Gildersleeve.
Uncle Mort, wait. Why don't you let him go?
Let him go. He's not old enough. He's just a little boy.
Oh, this'll blow over, Mr. Gildersleeve. I'm not giving you advice, but why don't you help him? Sort of go along with him.
Well, if you want to be closer to Leroy, this is your chance. It's just a part of growing up. This is when he needs you, Unky.
Part of growing... Well, I hadn't thought of it that way. I suppose he is growing up. Leroy, where are you?
In the living room.
Excuse me, children.
What you want, Unc?
Yeah, I've been thinking it over, my boy. You can go tonight.
I can?
Sure. You and I will work it out together. How would you like that?
Oh, Keen.
You bet. We'll go down to Floyd's barber shop and see what he can do with that butch haircut. We'll get a box of candy from Peavy's. Fellow can't pick up his girl without a box of candy. And then tonight, we'll take the car and I'll drive you and Marcel to the party.
No kidding?
No kidding. Come on. Let's get a move on, big boy. Hello, Floyd.
Hi, Commish. Hello, Leroy.
Hi, Mr. Munson.
You climb up in the chair, Leroy.
Leroy getting a haircut?
That's right.
That can't be done. I just gave him a butch the other day. There's nothing there.
Well, do something with it, Floyd. Leroy's grown up now.
He grew up in 3 days?
Well, he has a date tonight with a lovely little girl.
On the level?
Yeah. I'm taking her to the junior high school party.
Well, in that case, Mr. Forrester, we'll have to give you the deluxe treatment. Just lean back in the chair, Mr. Forrester.
Who? Oh, me, yeah.
Yes, sir. Got a real sport in the chair. A ladies' man, if I ever saw one. How about a little tonic? Massage? Hot towel?
How much does that cost?
Oh, a big operator like you don't have to worry about the cost. This one will be on the house. Hot towel, massage.
Yeah, the boy, Floyd.
Who's going to win the ball game today, Mr. Forrester?
Well, gee, I...
Oh, he's a cagey customer, Commish. He knows, but is he telling? No, sir. How about this fellow's from the city?
Oh, Mr. Munson.
Oh, I know you flashy fellas. Now, let's finish off here with a little massage.
Hold tight, Leroy.
There you are. Take a mirror, Mr. Forrester. How do you like it?
The other side of the mirror, Leroy.
Oh. Gee, that feels keen. Smells like I had a shave.
Yes, sir. You'll be a big man tonight.
Well, let's get going, Leroy. Lots of things to do.
Wait a minute. Can I have a nickel, Unc?
A nickel? Yeah, here.
Thanks. There you are, Mr. Munson. That's for you.
Well, what's this?
Your tip.
Well, thank you, Mr. Forrester.
Come on, Leroy. Big spender. Hello, Peavy.
Well, hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. Leroy, what can I do for you today?
Well, what kind of candy do you have, Mr. Peavy?
Well, I have jawbreakers and Tootsie Rolls.
No, not that kind of candy, Peavy. Leroy's shopping for date candy.
Date candy? I don't have any of that.
This is for a going out date with a girl.
Oh, that kind.
Yep, Leroy's stepping out tonight, Peavy.
You don't say. Well, this is a rather important occasion. What kind of bonbons would you like, Leroy?
Oh, the usual kind.
That covers a lot of bonbons. I'll fix you up a nice box.
What's the matter, Leroy? You're shaking.
Me? I feel fine.
Well, look who's here. Chief Gates.
Hello, Commissioner, Mr. Peavy.
Hello, Chief.
How do you do, Leroy? Mr. Forrester.
Oh, hello, Chief Gates.
I stopped in at Floyd's a moment ago. He says you're a big man now.
Well, I'm a lot older than I was. Person gets older, you know.
Yeah,
Leroy has a date tonight, Chief. Going to a big party.
He's taking his lady friend a nice box of chocolates, too.
Floyd told me about the young lady. She sounds very nice.
Yeah, she's real nice.
Well, I just stopped in to tell you, Leroy, that the police department is at your service. We like to take care of the older citizens of Summerfield.
Thanks, Chief. If I need you, I'll call you.
Here's your candy, Leroy.
How much is it, Mr. Peavy? I don't have any money with me.
Well, let me buy the candy.
No, thank you, Chief. Just put it on my bill, Peavy.
No, the candy's on the house. In honor of Leroy's growing up.
Well, thank you, Peavy. How do you feel, Leroy? Pretty big?
Unc.
Yes, my boy.
I'm getting kind of nervous.
Hurry, Bronco. Get Leroy's coat.
Here's your scarf, Leroy.
Yeah, thanks, Bertie. You better tie it. I can't find the ends.
Here's your coat, Mr. Forrester.
Yeah, thanks.
Car's waiting. Come on, Leroy.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Well, don't forget your candy.
You got a handkerchief?
Yeah.
You look wonderful, Leroy.
Do I?
Marcel will be swept right off her feet.
Yeah.
Come on, Leroy. Your chauffeur is waiting.
Have a good time, Leroy.
Goodbye, big brother.
Have a keen time.
I will. Goodbye.
Come on, Leroy.
I'm coming, Unc.
You point out the house, Leroy.
It's down near the end of the block. Do I look all right, Unc?
Oh, you look fine, my boy. Like a real man.
What are the searchlights over there?
Oh, that's for the Wild West show. Kid stuff.
Yeah. There's Marcel's house. The light on in front.
Yo? Well, she put the porch light on for you. That was nice.
Well, I guess I'd better go to the door.
Yes, that's the usual procedure.
Well, you wait here.
Yes, I'll wait.
Okay. You'll wait, won't you, Unc?
I'll wait.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Is Marcel at home?
Leroy, I'm Marcel.
You?
Don't you recognize me?
You've grown.
I'm wearing high heels.
And then you have your hair up and then lipstick and a long dress. Are you sure you're Marcel?
Why, Leroy, of course. You don't think I'd wear those jeans and saddle shoes to the party?
No, I guess not.
I'm getting awfully cold standing here. What do you want, Leroy?
I came to take you to the party.
You?
Yeah. You said yesterday we were going.
Oh, Leroy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean you. When I said we, I meant Roger and I. Roger's the boy I go with. He's in high school.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Something's gone wrong. She's going back in the house. Leroy's coming back. You wonder what happened. Poor little kid. Been so excited all day. Now this. He'll be broken-hearted. Here he comes. Leroy, don't feel bad.
Who feels bad? Did you see her, Unc?
You what?
Holy cow, she was as tall as Bronco. She looked as old as Mrs. Peavy. Could you see me going to a dance with that? Oh, brother, I thought I was trapped.
You trapped? How did you get out of it?
I was just lucky. Come on, Unc, let's go.
Well, where do we go?
To the Wild West show. Yahoo!
Yeah! Bless his heart. He's a boy again.
The Great Gildersleeve will be right back. When it comes to favorite sandwich fillers, ham salad is right up there near the top of the list. And for the best tasting ham salad you ever ate, make it with the best tasting salad dressing you'd ever want to find, Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip adds such wonderful flavor to ham salad. That's because Miracle Whip tastes so lively and teasing, yet it's not a bit too sharp. Millions of folks say Miracle Whip tastes just exactly right. So try it on your salads, won't you? Make them with America's favorite salad dressing, the one and only Miracle Whip.
Hello, Peavy.
Well, good morning, Mr. Gildersleeve. How did Leroy make out on his date last night?
Well, she turned out to be a terrible disappointment to him, Peavy.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah. Instead of a stringy little creature in sweatshirt and jeans, he found a glamour girl in a long dress and high heels. His pumpkin turned into a princess.
Well, is that bad?
Well, certainly.
I don't get it.
Peavy, you know absolutely nothing about modern youngsters.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
Good night, folks.
Great Gildersleeve is played by Willard Waterman. The show is written by Paul West, John Elliott, and Andy White, with music by Robert Armbruster. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Mary Lee Robb, Lillian Randolph, Arthur Q. Bryan, Dick Trenna, Ken Christie, Earl Ross, Lois Kennison, and Dick LeGrand. This is John Heaston saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of the famous line of Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday and every Wednesday for the further adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
Now, here are the winners of the fourth week of Parquet Margarine's great $83,500 Name the Twins contest. For entries postmarked before midnight, April 7th, glamorous new Ford Victorias go to
Mrs. Fred Shepard, Jr., Birmingham, Alabama. Mrs. Ralph Beasy, Cleveland, Ohio. Mrs. Leo C. Weaver, Eugene, Oregon. Mrs. Fred Sims Greenland, Menlo Park, California.
a bonus winner.
Winners of other prizes will be notified by mail.
Listen again next week at this same time for the names of fifth and final week's winners in Parquet's great contest. Meanwhile, when you buy margarine, get the margarine that tastes so good because it's always fresh. Get Parquet margarine made by Kraft.
Hear the Falcon each Sunday over this station. Check your newspaper for time of broadcast and listen next Sunday as the Falcon solves the case of the missing miss.
Groucho Marx plays You Bet Your Life on NBC.
The Kraft Foods Company presents Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve. The Great Gildersleeve is brought to you by the Kraft Foods Company. Kraft, makers of the one and only Miracle Whip salad dressing. And one and only is right, friends, because there is no other salad dressing like Miracle Whip. No other salad dressing has that distinctive flavor, that lively, teasing flavor that's peppy, yet not a bit too sharp. It's a flavor millions prefer. Enjoy it on your salads. Tomorrow, get a jar of the one and only Miracle Whip. Well, to the great Gildersleeve's nephew Leroy, it seems like a year, but it has only been a few days since Aunt Hattie wrote that she was sending Leroy a pony, a real live pony. You can imagine what this has done to the water commissioner's household.
Hey, Unc, has the mailman been here? Have you looked in the mailbox?
Yeah, believe me, Leroy, there's no pony in the mailbox.
I know, but you said we'd get a notice from the express company when it came.
We will, my boy, but you'll have to be patient.
Gosh, I've been patient all week. I'm the most patient little kid I ever saw. Are you sure you looked in the mailbox, Unc? Sometimes letters get stuck in there. Maybe I better check.
Leroy, don't stick your arm up the mail chute. Last time we had to call the fire department.
Okay, Auntie.
Yes, Marjorie?
Unky, where are we going to keep a pony?
Well, Marjorie, that's a good question. We'll have to keep him in the garage, I guess, for the time being.
Hey, Keen, Unc.
In the garage?
Well, we have a 2-car garage and only 1 car. There should be room for a little more horsepower in there.
You won't think it's funny if the pony starts eating your tires and things.
You're thinking about a goat.
Say, speaking of goats, I wonder if Judge Hooker would lend us his trailer to haul the pony home.
That'd be just the thing, Unc. It has a tailgate and everything.
What's a tailgate?
Well, it's the gate you let down to get things in and out of the trailer, my dear.
Oh.
All the girls know about is babies.
No, Leroy.
Unky, look out the window. Here comes Mr. Bullard up the walk.
Mr. Bullard?
What have they done now, Unc?
Nothing I can think of. With a neighbor like Bullard, you never know. I'm coming.
Why doesn't he take his finger off the bell?
He must be mad about something.
What a neighbor. He even makes the doorbell sound tough. If he fools with me, I'll short-circuit the wires. Hello, Mr. Bullard. Thought I heard somebody at the door.
You did.
Is there something I can do for you?
There is.
What?
Gildersleeve, tell the mailman to stop leaving your mail at my house.
If it's the postage on that letter he left last week, here's the 2 cents.
I am not interested in the 2 cents, Gildersleeve.
No, guess not.
Here's a card that came this morning.
Well, thank you.
Don't mention it. Gildersleeve, speak to the postman. I'm tired of trotting across the street with your uninteresting mail.
Sorry. Say, this is from Railway Express.
The Railway Express! Yippee, my pony's here, my pony's here!
Yeah, looks like it, Leroy.
Pony?
Oh, boy! I'm going to get the garage ready. Hurry up, Unc.
Yeah, we're right with you, Leroy.
Gildersleeve?
Yes, Mr. Bullard.
What's this about a pony?
Well, Leroy's Aunt Hattie has sent him a pony.
A horse across the street from me?
No, just a little pony. A Shetland.
Gildersleeve, there's hardly room for you and me on this street, to say nothing of adding a quadruped.
No, Bullard, let's not be difficult.
Don't you tell me what to be, you nincompoop.
Oop. Watch it, Bullard, and not so loud. The twins are asleep.
Gildersleeve, step out on the porch and close the door.
Why?
I want to shout at you.
Now, Bullard, there's no reason for anybody to shout at anybody. The pony's coming and the pony's staying.
It is not.
It is so.
Gildersleeve, this is a residential district, not the stockyards.
But little Leroy...
I'll not tolerate a horse. It's enough to live across the street from a water buffalo.
He's a hard man to like. Pull up closer to the garage, Judge.
Very well. I just didn't want to tear down the pony's new home.
Hurry up, Unc. Let's get out.
Yeah, I'm hurrying, my boy. I'll let down the tailgate and you can lead the pony out.
Yeah. Isn't he a beaut? I'm going to call him Butch.
He's a splendid animal, Leroy. 3 black feet and 1 white one.
He wants to get out, Unc. Let down the tailgate.
Yeah, all right, Leroy. Hang on to the bridle. Yeah, lead him down.
Okay. Come on, Butch. Easy now. That's it, boy. There.
Well done. Leroy, you're a natural-born horseman.
Yeah.
Hi, Leroy.
Hi, Jimmy.
Oh, where'd you come from, little man?
Oh, I was just walking home. Where'd you get the pony, Leroy?
How tall would you say he is, Judge? How many hands?
Well...
Where'd you get the pony, Leroy? Where'd you get the pony?
Leroy, why don't you answer your little friend?
Oh, he's just jealous like all the other kids.
Can I pet him, Leroy?
Oh.
Leroy?
Well, once. We gotta get some hay for him, Unc.
Oh, yes, hay.
We've got hay out at our place, and oats.
We'll get hay and oats, won't we, Unc?
Sure, anything he'll eat.
Oats and hay in the garage?
Yeah, that's temporary, Judge. We'll build a little stable behind the garage.
What are your neighbors going to think, Gilda?
Yeah, I already know what one of them thinks.
Well, I hate to be an alarmist, but if the neighbors object, they could make you move the pony out of the city.
They could?
Hey, that's not fair. I know kids will keep rabbits and ducks. They live in the city.
Well, you can keep him out of my place, Leroy, at the edge of town.
Oh, go away.
Leroy.
Well...
Oh, I think it'll be all right for Leroy to keep the pony. I can't imagine anybody being mean enough to object.
Oh, I can.
Whoa, boy. Yeah, whoa. Jimmy, it's my horse. I'm the woe sayer around here.
Now, let's not be selfish, Leroy.
Leroy, may I get acquainted with Butch?
Well...
Hello, boy. Look, Gildy, he's nuzzling me.
Yeah, he's a pretty sociable pony.
He likes the judge.
Now, Butch, I'm ticklish. Be careful. He likes me, Gildy.
Well, there's no reason why a pony shouldn't get along with an old goat. Little Leroy with his pony.
Come on, Butch!
You're right, George. This is the best thing that ever happened. Oop. There's Bullard glaring out of his big bay window. I wonder if he would cause trouble. Well, I'll go over and have a neighborly talk with him. Beat him to the punch. Yes, sir, the best defense is a good offense. And that's me, offensive. Yeah, sure. I'll beard the lion in his den, in a diplomatic sort of way. I won't lean on the doorbell the way he does at my house. I'll just touch it lightly. Yes? Oops, Bullard. I didn't expect you to open the door so soon.
I was torn between opening it and locking it.
May I come in? For a minute? If you're not busy.
For a minute.
Thank you.
Did you come over with good news, Gildersleeve?
Good news?
That you aren't really going to convert your garage into a barn?
Convert the garage? Oh, no, indeed.
Good.
We're going to build a stable behind the garage.
Oh, no. Gildersleeve, I've a good mind.
Mr. Bullard, don't do something you'll be sorry for.
How could I ever be sorry for running you and your menagerie out of the neighborhood?
No, Mr. Bullard, it isn't my pony. It's little Leroy's.
I don't care whose it is.
Sit down a minute.
I won't.
Mr. Bullard, you were a little boy once.
I was not. I was big for my age.
Well, as a big little boy, you must have had pets, rabbits, chickens, horses.
I had a string of polo ponies at the age of 10. But I didn't keep them in my garage.
You know, Mr. Bullard, I've always wanted to ask you about that picture of a horse there over your mantel.
That's Maud.
Fine figure of a horse.
Splendid old girl, Gildersleeve. My favorite pony. She had beauty, brains, poise.
You can see that.
And a fighting heart, just like me. I'll never forget the night Maud lay in her stall with horse fever.
Sit down, old man, and tell me all about it.
Thank you. Yes, I was just a lad, and Maud meant all the world to me.
Yeah, that's the way Leroy feels about Butch. But go ahead. I'm interrupting.
Well, about 11 o'clock that night, I heard Maud pawing in her stall.
Maud and I were so close, I knew immediately that something was wrong. I dressed quickly, and when I got to the stable, she was down.
Too bad.
She was hot with fever, Gildersleeve, but she was shivering. I covered her with blankets. All night in the hay, I lay there with her head cradled in my lap.
Did she pull through?
Well, there was that dark moment just before the dawn. Then, as the morning sun filtered through the haymow, Maud raised her grateful big brown eyes as if to say, "Thank you, Rumson."
She made it.
Yes, she made it.
Here, take my handkerchief.
Thank you.
Mr. Bullard, what would you have done if somebody had tried to separate you and Maud?
Why, they wouldn't have dared. Anyone who'd separate a boy and his favorite horse would be a heartless blackguard.
Let's remember that, shall we? Goodbye, Bullard.
Goodbye, Maud. Gildersleeve.
Leroy! Yo, Leroy!
He just went out back, Miss Gildersleeve.
Yo? Well, I have good news for him, Bertie.
Yes, sir?
Yeah, I just talked to Mr. Bullard, and Leroy won't have any trouble keeping Butch.
That's good. Leroy sure is tickled with that pony. They're outside having lunch now.
Yeah, they are?
Leroy made himself a cheese sandwich and took Butch a lump of sugar and a handful of shredded wheat.
Yeah, fine. I'll go out and see how they're doing. Leroy? Leroy, what's the matter? Oh, my goodness, Leroy, what happened?
Butch is gone. When I came out with our lunch, he was gone.
Well, don't disturb the neighborhood. Let's get busy and find him before he tramples somebody's flowers. You go down the alley and I'll go up the street.
Okay.
Yeah, that pony can't be far away. Let's see. Which way would he go? Say, here comes Bullard, leading him across the street. He's caught Leroy's pony. Now, isn't that thoughtful of him? What a fine neighbor.
Gildersleeve!
Well, Bullard, awfully nice of you to bring the pony over.
I am not being nice. The minute you left, he was over in my yard. This animal has to go.
But, Mr. Bullard, why?
He just ate the bullseye out of my archery target.
Well, they like straw, you know. And he's grateful. Look, he's nuzzling you.
Yeah, well, just go away, go away.
Isn't that cute?
I don't see anything cute about it.
He's rubbing his ear against your arm and looking at you with those big brown eyes.
Maud had brown eyes.
Brown eyes are so trusting. What do you say, Mr. Bullard? Can he stay?
Well, I'll give him one more chance in memory of Maud.
Great.
But believe me, Gildersleeve, this is the last chance.
Butch, come back. He was shouting at me.
The great Gildersleeve returns in a moment. You know, salads are mighty good for everyone, and if you have trouble getting the folks at your house to eat them, just try this. Make an especially tempting salad. Maybe one with chilled grapefruit and orange sections, arranged pinwheel style on beds of crispy lettuce, and topped with a few pecan halves. And then, to be sure this salad will taste as delicious as it looks, top it with a generous spoonful of the most popular salad dressing ever created. I mean, Miracle Whip. I don't see how anyone could resist a combination like that, sunny citrus fruit topped with such good salad dressing. And Miracle Whip sure does taste good. Millions of folks say Miracle Whip tastes just exactly right. Miracle Whip tastes different, too, because it actually is a different kind of salad dressing. It's made from a secret craft recipe that combines the very best qualities of old-fashioned boiled dressing and fine mayonnaise. And it's blended a special craft way so it's smooth as smooth can be. No wonder Miracle Whip is America's favorite salad dressing. Yes, really, America's favorite, because Miracle Whip outsells the next 20 leading brands of salad dressing combined. Try it, won't you? Get a jar tomorrow and see if your folks don't like their salads more than ever before when you make them with the salad dressing millions prefer, Miracle Whip. Well, let's get back to the great Gildersleeve. Since Aunt Patty sent Leroy a pony, the water commissioner has had a little trouble persuading Mr. Bullard, who lives across the street, that the pony won't become a problem in the neighborhood. And he's pretty proud of the job he's done.
Right, George Gildersleeve. You continue to amaze me. What a diplomat. Why they don't have you in Washington, I'll never know. You know, just to keep friend Bullard in a good mood about the pony, I think I'll stop in Peavy's and buy him a couple of cigars. Hello, Peavy.
Hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. What can I do for you today?
Well, I came in to get a couple of cigars for Mr. Bullard.
Mr. Bullard, have you running errands for him now?
No, Peavy. I just want to treat him to a cigar. He's doing me a favor.
You don't say.
Now, don't raise your eyebrows, Peavy. I've discovered he's a man with a heart.
My, that's the greatest discovery since penicillin.
Now, Peavy, Bullard's all right. I guess you heard about Leroy's pony.
Yes, the judge told me about it.
Well, at first, Bullard objected to our keeping it in the neighborhood. But I found out how to handle him. It took me to find his soft spot.
Mr. Bullard has a soft spot?
Yep, right over his mantle.
How's that?
Well, that's where he keeps his favorite horse.
He has a horse over his mantle?
It's just a picture, Peavy. But Bullard is pretty sentimental about it. It was his favorite polo pony. Her name was Maud.
I used to have a Maud over the mantle. She was Mrs. Peavy's aunt.
Really?
She couldn't play polo, but her name was Maud. Yeah. I'm glad Mr. Bullard isn't giving you any trouble about the pony.
Oh, not a bit now, Peavy. I have him eating out of my hand. Hand me the cigar.
Very well. Well, here comes Chief of Police Gates.
Well, hello, fellas.
Hello, Chief. Glad to see you.
I'm not so sure you are, Commissioner.
Yes, this?
Are you keeping a horse at your house?
A horse? Well, not exactly, Chief. Why?
It's a pony.
Yeah, a little pony.
Mr. Bullard has filed a detailed complaint against the animal.
Mr. Bullard?
The fellow who is doing the favor for you.
He's asking for seizure and removal of the poor creature from the neighborhood. Sorry, Commissioner.
Yeah, but, Chief...
He said the animal ate the bullseye out of his archery target.
Yeah, I know that. But scarcely an hour ago, he promised to give us another chance.
You've had it.
What?
Seems the pony slipped his halter, went back over to Bullard's, and rolled in his pansy bed.
Oh, my goodness. Chief, can't you do something?
My hands are tied, Commissioner. There's an old ordinance on the books, and you're a city official. You don't want to break the law.
Well, no.
I'm to meet Bullard at your house in 15 minutes to do the dirty deed. Sorry, Commissioner.
So am I.
So am I.
So, that's the way it is, Leroy. I wanted to tell you before they get here.
Gosh, Unc, do I have to give him up?
Well, Leroy, he did roll in the pansy bed. We can't let him be a nuisance.
We can't?
No, of course not. You understand, don't you, my boy?
No.
Well, in a way, Mr. Bullard's right. The pony won't be too happy. We don't have enough room here in the backyard. Now, look, you don't have too long. Why don't you go and talk it over with Butch?
Okay, Unc.
Yeah, I'll go intercept the chief, see what they plan to do.
Okay. They aren't going to do anything. They aren't going to find you. Come on, Butch. In the house, through the back door. That's it. Step up, boy. on now. That's it. Don't slip now.
Leroy,
Uh-oh. Yeah, Bertie?
what are you doing with that horse in the house?
I'm taking him upstairs to my room.
Leroy, you get that horse out of here.
But I gotta hide him someplace, Bertie. They're coming after him.
Who is?
Mr. Bullard and Chief Gates.
The police? What's that pony done?
Nothing much. But if I don't hide him, they'll take him.
Leroy, you can't take that pony upstairs.
But gosh, Bertie, what'll I do?
Of course, I have heard of ponies in the basement.
You have?
Especially basements like ours.
Keen, Bertie. Don't tell anybody you saw us.
Leroy, if I told anybody I saw a horse in the house, they'd think I was crazy.
Yeah, I guess they would.
And Bertie ain't crazy, so she ain't gonna tell nobody she saw a horse in the house.
Thanks, Bertie.
I don't know where the pony is, Chief. The last time I saw him, he was in the backyard.
Here they come, Leroy. They're coming through the kitchen.
Now, we gotta get out of here. Come on, boys, out the front door.
Say, that sounded like a horse.
Chief, who ever heard of a horse in a house?
Whoa.
Oh, hello, Bertie.
Afternoon, Chief.
Bertie, what was that noise?
Did you hear something?
It sounded like a horse.
Could have been me.
Bertie, I'm afraid this sounded like something on 4 legs.
Well, I walks awful heavy on 2.
Now, Bertie?
Hey, that's coming from out in front.
Well, Chief, do your duty.
Right.
Hurry up. They're getting away. Out the front door. Come on. There they go. Isn't that pretty?
Leroy! Leroy, come back and surrender.
I used to ride like that when I had Maud.
Well, I think I can catch him if you'll let me through the door.
Stop pushing, Chief.
Yeah. Stop pushing.
But I can't catch him if you don't let me through.
Yep. They're out of sight now. Chief, why didn't you do something instead of just standing there?
I tried. You wouldn't let me.
Who? Me?
Nice of you to come with me, Bullard.
I'm not being nice. I simply want to make sure that Leroy didn't run that pony too far.
Well, there he is with the pony. I had a hunch we'd find him out here at little Jimmy's house.
Good pasture. Not bluegrass, but it's pasture.
Oh, Leroy!
Hiya. Hello, Mr. Bullard.
Leroy. Hello, Butch.
Are we arrested?
Oh, no. The chief changed his mind. He knows nothing about horses.
How'd you know I was out here, Unc?
Well, Jimmy offered to keep your pony this morning. And I know you, Leroy. I know you wouldn't break a city ordinance by keeping your pony in town.
Butch is going to stay here with Jimmy.
I'll be glad to keep him. Boy, will I.
You be good to him now, Jimmy.
I will.
Oh, I'm sure you can depend on Jimmy, Leroy. And he has a nice big pasture out here.
Now, we made a deal. He gets to ride him to school, and I get to come out and ride him weekends and all summer.
And I get to feed him.
Sounds like quite a deal.
Well, it's legal.
Well, I think we'd better start for home, Leroy. It'll soon be time for dinner.
Okay. It's dinner time for Butch, too, Jimmy.
Leroy, I know how to take care of him. I'm going to give him some oats tonight.
Well, if you run out of oats, he likes shredded wheat.
And don't let him roll in the pansy beds.
Well, I'm going to put him in the pasture. He can run with the other horses.
Oh, he'll like that. There'll be company for it.
Yeah.
Well, goodbye, Jimmy.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Leroy. Bye.
Come along, Leroy.
Okay.
Bullard?
Oh, thank you.
Goodbye, Butch.
The pony will have a nice home there, Leroy.
Horses don't like being in town. They like freedom.
The hard pavements hurts their hooves.
You understand, don't you, Leroy?
Sure.
Poor little Leroy. Lost in his thoughts. He's had a busy day.
Unc,
Yes, Leroy?
do you suppose you'll forget who I am by next Saturday?
No, he won't forget you, my boy.
Are you sure, Unc?
Sure. Look out of the car window, Leroy.
Say, he's following us. He's running along the fence.
Yes, he's saying goodbye to you, Leroy.
Yeah. Goodbye, Butch. Don't worry. I'll be back.
Little Leroy.
The Great Gildersleeve will be right back. Do you like shrimp salad? I'll bet you do. And for the best shrimp salad you ever tasted, remember to do this. Make it with Miracle Whip salad dressing. Miracle Whip will give that salad such a wonderful flavor, a lively, teasing flavor that's not too sharp and yet not too mild. A flavor that millions of folks agree tastes just right. Yes, Miracle Whip tastes so good it's become the most popular salad dressing ever created. Try it, won't you? See for yourself how good your salads can taste when you make them with America's favorite salad dressing, the one and only Miracle Whip.
This is Gildersleeve again, folks. We had planned tonight to give you the names of the winners of those beautiful new Ford Victorias for the 5th and final week of Parquet's Name the Twins contest. But to tell the truth, you folks sent in so many fine names, the judges were just snowed under. And believe me, that takes a lot of snow. So bear with us, folks. We'll have the winners for the 5th week next Wednesday night. You know, we didn't hear much from the little twins tonight, but they're doing fine. They're growing, just as cute as can be. Hope we get some real nice names for them. And thanks a lot. Good night, everybody.
The Great Gildersleeve is played by Willard Waterman. The show is written by Paul West, John Elliott, and Nancy White, with music by Robert Armbruster. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Mary Lee Robb, Lillian Randolph, Gail Gordon, Ken Christie, Jeffrey Silver, Earl Ross, and Dick LeGrand. This is John Heaston saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of the famous line of Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday and every Wednesday for the further adventures of the Great Gildersleeve.
What's the difference between a sandwich that's really super and one that's merely good? Well, here's the answer. Kraft's prepared mustard. For when you add a little mustard to cold meats or cheese, you add a lot of tang. Hidden flavors pop right out. Every bite tastes better. There are two kinds of Kraft mustard, you know. Kraft salad mustard, mild and delicately spiced, and Kraft mustard with snappy horseradish added. Have both on hand for different tastes, different uses. With either kind, when you add a little mustard, you add a lot of tang. Get Kraft's prepared mustard.
Hear the Falcon each Sunday over this station. Check your newspaper for time of broadcast and listen next Sunday as the Falcon solves the case of the Big Talker.
Play You Bet Your Life with Groucho Marx on NBC.